I love the way she moves, yeah, when she's watering her.
Hello, beautifuls! Today I'll be reviewing and trying on the ever so infamous Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. So if you would like to see, just keep watching. The Laura Mercier translucent setting powder has been around for over a decade now. It has received countless awards. It's remained a cult favorite for so many years now. It's also highly talked about. I feel like everyone who is in the beauty community knows about this powder because everybody's talking about it, and it remains a trending best-selling powder year after year after year. I just never thought about getting my hands on it because it is an expensive powder. It's definitely more expensive than my e.l.f. powders, so I've always opted for just cheaper alternatives to the Laura Mercier powder. But I finally decided to get it because I am wearing a lot more makeup these days and I'm filming a lot more, so I figured I would try to get, some of the best makeup products out there. And I really, at this point, I really trust the Laura Mercier powder because I've just heard about it so many times and I've yet to hear anything negative about it. So with that said, let's go ahead and try on this ever so infamous powder. So this is the full-sized, standard size powder. It does come in a really nice and luxurious style packaging. It has this nice frosted glass on the outside, and then the top has some weight to it and feels not the best quality. It feels kind of like a semi-thick piece of plastic with a nice glossy finish on top. This is like the only product that I don't put in a makeup bag, and obviously if I'm just like traveling or for the weekend I want to go somewhere, it's gonna get messy, so I wouldn't mind if they sold this in a more compact form. The Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder retails for $39 for the standard size, and you get 1 ounce or 30 milliliters. On Sephora, you can actually get a mini size for $23, which is 0.33 ounces or 9.3 grams. Today, the powder comes in 3 different shades. They have a new shade of honey for medium skin tones with olive, warm, and golden undertones. This is probably more suited for my skin tone. And another shade, which is the translucent medium deep for medium deep to the deepest skin tones. This is a loose powder that is finely milled. It claims to be lightweight, easy to apply, blends effortlessly, and sets makeup for 16 hours. It's supposed to not add any weight or texture to your skin, and I can say this is very true. You honestly cannot feel this. Other powders can make you feel like you have baby powder on your face. This is supposed to work on all skin tones, create a soft, focused effect, blur fine lines and imperfections, have no flashback in photos, and have shine control for 8 hours. Laura Mercier also has a secret brightening powder, and this is for under the eyes. A tip is you want to focus the powder on areas where makeup breaks down the most. For me, that would be my cheeks and my nose especially. Alright, on one side of my face, I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender. This is my cute little beauty blender case. Got this off of AliExpress, very cheap. And then on the other side, I'm gonna just use a powder brush, and I just wanna see the difference. This is from Sigma. This is a large powder F30 brush, and I was reading on the website and I learned that you take some powder and then you buff some off a little bit, and then you apply it. This powder on camera is just, oh, it's so amazing. Like, look, don't look at the stuff in my hair. Look at how soft and blurred out this makes my skin look. And because of that, obviously it's not natural. This is not natural skin. If you do have skin that looks like this, like, I don't know what's going on. It's hardly showing any texture. This is something you would get with a filter. This is also something you can get if you kind of change your camera settings a little bit. I mean, my skin still looks pretty good on this side. This is more, it has like a glow and dew. You could see some of my texture like on my cheeks here. But on this side, you're hardly seeing anything. It's almost camouflaging my pores right here. It will also soften up and mattify any blush that you apply. Another cool little thing is that you can apply this also on your eyeshadow. If you're like, if you have a sticky kind of more dewy eyeshadow, you can transform it into a matte by applying it. Now I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, which is like really dirty right now, but we're just gonna, you know, ignore that. And then I might go ahead, dab it on my hand first, and then this stuff, like, oh, I think it's perfect. Perfect for the camera. And if you're going somewhere and, you know, people are there to notice your makeup, then this is the stuff you need. Even professionals use this stuff, and it makes sense why they do, because, ugh, it's just gorgeous. So that's with the beauty blender. I'm kind of getting the same effect. However, I do feel like with the brush side, I feel like it's a little bit softer and smoother than this side. Like this side, or maybe I just have more texture on this cheek, but this side, I feel like a little bit more texture is being picked up on this side as opposed to this side. What do you guys think? I think, or just looking at it from head on. Okay, now it kind of looks the same. Okay, brushing off excess and making, wait. Did I just, no. Wait, I think it was this side, wasn't it? I just did, yeah, okay. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I almost messed up. I was looking in my mirror, and when I look in the mirror, it's basically flipped compared to when you apply it on camera. Oh my god, that scared me. I was like, did I just do the same side? The Laura Mercier powder also says it will help make your powders look really nice. I'm gonna do some highlight. I just recently got this Sigma High Cheek Highlighter. I used to suck at doing highlight, and I was very minimal with it, and now I kind of go to town because I feel like I've gotten a lot better with it, and also I'm using one of the best highlights from Becca, and then I'm also using one of the best brushes. I totally went to town with this one, but it looks so nice. I used to just put it right here, but now I drag it all the way down to my cheek because I'm like, I want people to see that. By people, I mean myself, because I am the only person besides my boyfriend who gets to see me in makeup. However, I have started streaming, so other people might see this as well and appreciate the highlight. It's saying it's going to make your other powder products look good, and I absolutely agree. Because it helps everything look so nice, I feel like you can pack on some blush and make it, like you could put on blush and it'll look horrible, but as soon as you put the powder on top, it'll be fine. This is not a highlighting tutorial. Sorry for going into detail about how I'm doing my highlight. And then I have blush. I had put some blush on my cheeks. You can kind of see the color. So it softens it up. Should I try putting it on top of the powder? It's rose nude. Alright, let's go ahead and put some blush. I'm using M Cosmetics Infinite Lip Cloud. It's like a matte lip cream, but you can use it for blush. See what it looks like when you apply it on top. I don't know if you guys can see that, it's very subtle, but yeah, it sits very nicely on top of your powder as well. Yeah, it's not like smudging my makeup around or anything, it's just sitting on top. I also want to show you guys what it looks like when you apply it underneath. So I'm using this really popular, highly rated powder brush from Kat Von D. I'm gonna practice underneath my eyes. Just to kind of go with the whole Laura Mercier scene, I am using her foundation. It is the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation, and I use Tatcha's primer. But I've done this before, and my face ended up feeling oily within, I don't know how many hours, within a few hours. There's a few things that I absolutely love about this powder, and one, I love how it makes your face look afterwards. It adds this really nice, soft, and blur effect. And the second reason why I love it is because it looks so freaking good on camera. It looks good with HD cameras like this. It looks good with this iPhone. It looks good on any camera, and it also looks really good when you're filming. I think you guys can see for yourself. It really helps just to add this like really nice radiance to the skin. And another reason why I really like this foundation is because you can get away with using like a drugstore foundation or a really inexpensive foundation, and you can kind of transform it and make it look like it's at least mid-range foundation. So if you have any foundations out there and you're kind of like, oh, this doesn't look so good, or it's like missing something like of a oomph or whatever, you can set it with this powder and then you kind of transform your foundation. So I really love that. It also feels soft on the skin too. Like my skin feels pretty soft right now. Another thing that I want to note, this definitely is not a favorite, but it does help to keep me matte. It gives a mattifying appearance, but it doesn't necessarily feel matte. So like even right now, for example, underneath I can feel a little bit of a dewiness, so it's not gonna like completely just dry you out and make you matte. So for like maybe a few hours I will feel matte, but then I go to being oily again. So leading on to my cons and why I'm not the biggest fan of this, well no, actually I am a big fan, but I just have some cons about this powder. And then one of them is that it does not keep you matte for that long. Like I said, I don't know how I'm structuring this video, but I did say in this video that, is Benji doing something weird? No? Okay. That the powder, it doesn't keep me matte all day long. Right now my skin is more on the normal side, so I am still a little bit oily, but I'm leaning more into the normal side. So I feel like at that point, mattifying powders that claim to be mattifying and keeping matte for 16 hours should actually work. So I would mark it 1 point down for the fact that it says it keeps you matte for 16 hours and it doesn't. With my e.l.f. HD powder, it actually does keep me matte for a pretty long time, and I think even the Rimmel London keeps me matte for a long time. And then also because it comes in this style of packaging, it's not something you can easily travel around with. If it's a product that claims to keep you matte, or it's a product that you can go and dab on your face when you start to get oily, it should come in a compact form with a little powder puff that you can just go choo 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 choo. Another huge con, and I kind of been noticing this recently, is that I feel like it does start to settle in your wrinkles, and it makes your wrinkles look noticeable. I noticed this last night when I was looking in the mirror. I had been wearing it for more than a few hours, and on top of my head I noticed the wrinkles looking weird, and yeah, I wasn't very happy with it. However, when I went on camera and took pictures, I didn't notice it. So it's kind of deceiving in that way. I feel like in person, sometimes it looks more luminous, sometimes it looks more like extravagant, like you definitely are wearing makeup. Sometimes it looks like that. That is it for my review and try on the Laura Mercier powder. Did I say that right? I feel like that sentence was said weirdly. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, meaning to like it, and subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos like this. And that is all I have for the ending of this video.